Welcome to this tutorial. We're going to run through how our home learning portal works from our website. So what we're going to do is you're going to open your browser, you'll type in jhps.vic.edu.au, and what that does is bring you to our website. You'll see up the top we have a home learning portal. If you just click on the top part, it opens up our homepage for that home learning portal. Here it explains what the site actually has. So it's arranged into year levels, it covers all reading, writing, all aspects of the curriculum. It also has a daily home timetable of what mimics what school would actually look like for your students. So starting up with a reading task, fruit snack, lunchtime, playtime, covering all those sorts of things. We also have a Cardinia Network home learning portal, which has a lot of good resources. So online companies are now giving free subscriptions and things like that at different times. So at the minute we've got some different department resources up the top. Fuse is a great one for different activities and things like that for kids. Moving through, we've got essential assessment, a lot of these things that we use at school. So you'll have different users, logins and things like that, which should be in their diary. If they're not in your student's diary, email the teacher. Through Compass, you can email the teacher there and they'll send you through the login details for the students. But for kids that have been here for most of this week, they should have them in their diary. Epic's a reading one, so use school login. Khan Academy is a great free mathematics one. So if you sign up using your email address or your student's email address, they'll be able to do lots of mathematics from foundation all the way through to, I think it's nearly 30 university maths on that. Scholastics is a great one. So they're all here. They tell you what they are. Sign up for free. If you do click on them, it should take you to the link. Scholastics is a great one at the minute. They've set this up so you choose a grade level. So say it's grade 1 or 2, you click on that. You don't even have to sign up for this one. You go down, it's got week 1. So day 1, animal studies, spiders. So you watch the story, read the book, lots of activities down here, do the activity, watch the video. Day 2, earth science. So covering their bases with lots of reading and activities that are year level based. So lots of good stuff. That goes up to day 5 at the minute, 15 more days coming. So we really appreciate Scholastic coming on board and putting that out for the community to use. Hopping back out of that one and back into the home learning. So what it looks like again, so that's what the timetable looks like. That's all at that portal. It has all those links as we went to before. Again, they're all there. Some you'll need to use an email address to log in. Others, as I said, Schoolastics is a great one where you'll just go in and find that. There's writing prompts here, behind the news, educational videos. There's a little description of each one. Reading Eggs has a 30-day free trial now. Lots of them have come on board. Think Written has 300 writing topics for F to 6. Go Noodle, great for brain breaks and music. For your children to dance along to and get a bit physical for a brain break during the day. Also, when we go back to the learning portal, down there we have a department resource as well. So if you click on this, it's all linked, so it all should work. Click on the link, Literacy and Numeracy Tips to Help Every Child. It's a 54-page booklet with links in it as well, but also lots of resources of how you can assist your students at home. The other option is once you click on what year level we want, foundation, it'll take you through to foundation. With reading, here's all the codes for our foundation students. So again, you just click on the Get Epic and put the code in, and they'll be able to read during school hours. These codes will work. After school hours, they stop working. But what you can do is, for a limited time only, they have given, I think, a 30-day free trial. So you can then sign up if you want to use them after school hours at home. But during the day, they should work from that 9 till 10 a.m. Reading block. So kids can choose what they want to read and different things like that. And these are actually linked to classroom groups that have already been set up by the teachers that should have their proper reading levels. Again, Scholastic reading activity, I just showed you that from the other one, but it's all here as well. So you can click on that. Online reading boxes with all the activities ready to go. For writing, we've got up there, so encourage students to keep a writing or drawing journal for each day. The 5 W's for each day: who, what, where, when, and why. That can be used for a variety of different writing, a recount of what they've been doing during the day. I'll show you another website in a minute, which has a lot of good writing prompts from foundation to 6. Numeracy skills, so we've got all our yellow belt, so you click on these ones, it should pop up with the yellow belt. So kids should all know what they're at. It's in their diary. Again, it should be ticked off where they're up to. There's lots of activity here, online resources and ideas to use at home. Heading back, we've also got a deck of card mathematics. So deck of cards at home, AC Maths, click on here. Great resource, lots of different games that you can play. It shows what year level, from kinder all the way up to grade 6. There's different games on each page. Great pictures and photos explaining the games with the instructions, and all links back to maths. The kids don't even realize they're doing maths, they just think they're playing a fun game. But lots of mathematical learning here, and it's great if you are at home with your children as well. Get involved and play some games with them with that. Fantastic resource. Also with the maths, there is, for the other grades, which I'll show you in a minute, essential assessment. But we're just looking at the foundation grade at the minute. So spelling, we've got Jolly Phonics. So if you click on this, it'll take you to the Jolly Phonics YouTube video about the sounds that they're learning in class at the minute. But also we've got some sight words here. So seeing if your student can read these words and learning to say these common words, and if they're up to it, putting it in a sentence, writing a sentence around those sight words. If we go into grade 1, 2, again, it'll show you their EPIC codes for their classes. Scholastic Magazine, writing, this is where you find Pobble 365, and this can be used for the foundations too, all grade 6s, all the way through. If you click on Pobble 365, it brings up every day there's a new photo. So every day a new photo, a new image will appear. When you scroll down, there's a story starter. So it's the greatest match the world had ever seen. So it gives your students something to write about. There's also a sentence challenge, question time, where they can respond to the questions, 6 sentences, and perfect picture, can you draw what might happen next? So great way for them to do writing prompts. We do ask that you probably just use that one, don't go to the next one in line, because if school, they do use these at school, so they'll be using the next one each day. But every day there'll be one of these. Giant tennis, it's called today. So that's what the student would write about and answer those other activities there. As I said, that can be used for prep all the way through to grade 6. Numeracy, we've got maths ranges. Obviously, click on that, it goes to maths ranges. Deck of cards as well. And spelling, so spend time getting your child to be able to read, spell, and use these in a sentence, the most common 100 words. Again, this is grade 1, 2 level, but they're the 100 most common used words. So you know what your student should be at. If it's too easy, then go for the next 100. Putting them in a sentence, spelling them, writing them down, those sorts of things. We'll move into the grade 3, 4s. Slightly different because grade 4s have access to Google Classrooms that they use at school on their iPads. So if they've got a device at home, they can log into Google Classrooms, which should already have tasks put up there from their teachers. Teachers will communicate with them through there, give them feedback, assign new tasks at their level as they go. Students have their login details in their diaries. If not, as I said, email the teachers and they'll sort that out. Google Classrooms for Parents, this is a good one. If you don't know what it is, click on this one. It takes you through exactly what it is, how it works, so you can assist your students as well, but they should all understand that. As I said, the Parent's Guide to Google Classroom. So once that's loaded, there's heaps of information here of how it works, how you sign in, how you get started. Miss Roberts has found this particularly very interesting because she's not the greatest user of it, but she does now. She knows everything after looking at this one. Heading back in, so that's for grade 4, 5 and 6. The kids should all know how to use that. Grade 3 again, epic passwords here, and grade 4 passwords. Writing, we've got the same thing, keep a journal. Also use Pobble, which I just showed you with the photos. Numeracy, maths ranges, work through that. Deck of cards, also essential assessment. So essential assessment is here. Clicking on essential assessment brings this up. Student login. See if I've got login. I'm already logged in as Bailey, my daughter, to show you. So when you log in, it looks like this on the screen. Teachers should have different topics opened up. If there's not, please email your teacher again. But you click on number and algebra, click on place value, the different topics, and it will show you their pre-assessment and their post-assessment. But My Numeracy is where you want to click for the activities. So clicking here on the My Numeracy button down the bottom, and what that opens up is all these activities for your students to do. So you can see up here, Bailey's completed 85% of those tasks. She hasn't participated in any of these ones. So let's pretend we click on using estimation and rounding. That then opens up. There's 4 stars that she can achieve through understanding, fluency, problem solving and reasoning, they'll fill themselves in as she goes. But it's this button up here that says start. You click on start and that will take you into the questions for the students to complete. So there's a question at the top. We'll move it across. There's the question. If you click on that.
Round 107.94 to the nearest tenth.
Good. So the student can do that. They'll know how to use this. They work on this during the day at school. During maths, they go through all the questions and things like that. Down the bottom of the screen here where it says home, that gets you back to your home page. So that's where all the activities, and these activities are assigned at their level based off their pre and post test. So that's what they'll be at. They can resume it again if you go back into it. So they can work on that at their own pace throughout the day. And that should be from grade 1 all the way up to grade 6. We'll have that option. And again, for spelling, we've got these different words for the grade 3, 4s, even another list of the third 100 most used words. The last one is the grade 5, 6s. The only thing different with this one is they've all got the Google Classroom tasks, so teachers will be communicating with them through that. You've got reading through Epic and those things. Again, Pobble, again, writing, keep a journal. They can do that online. They'll have lots of writing tasks as well on their Google Classrooms. Maths ranges, essential assessment, the deck of card maths. Spelling, for the spelling, we've just got the most difficult words to spell and 100 tricky words. So again, spelling them, practicing them, putting them in sentences, writing the meanings of them, those sort of activities will suffice for now. If there's any other questions, feel free to email us. Email their teacher is the first point of call. They should be able to assist you with any logins or things like that. But just thought we'd run you through that. Hopefully that assists you. All the best.